Hey everyone, it's Erica. I am back with a process video for the Bella Boulevard Creative Team. And I'm going to be using the Time to Travel collection. I've got it all here on my desk, ephemera, and I have some bits in here, and epoxy, Bella Pops. And what I want to do is do a lot of photos. So I have all of these photos printed of Alyssa and I and Liam, but you can't see Liam, so it's just Alyssa and I in these photos driving to Virginia, and I took a whole bunch because I kept trying to get her to smile in the photo, and it took this many tries. I actually took more than this. I have a whole bunch of these, but these are the ones that I printed out, and in each one her face is different, so I thought that'd be funny. So my idea is to put them across the page like this. This is one of my ideas, to get them all on here. My other idea is to use this die from LA Studio, and it creates little frames, and then just put a bunch of frames all over the layout, kind of like in a grid style. Not exactly sure what I want to do. This would bring in a lot of pattern papers because I could do them in different patterns from the collection. But I kind of do like the idea of just kind of putting them across the page like this and backing them with different pattern papers. But we'll see where it goes and how I end up. This one would be fun because it'll get a lot more photos in there, I think. And I can still get color because I'll mat them all with different pattern papers. But then I do really like these frames as well. So these would be fun to do, but we'll see. We'll see where I go. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up and get started. Okay, so I decided to go with the photo strip idea going across the page, and I'm not going to do the frames. I just really loved all of these photos just going across the page. It's super easy to do. It was super quick layout to put together, and it still has lots of color. So I'm going to mat each photo strip on a different pattern paper from the collection, and then I do pull in this pink Bella Besties from my stash, and it just brings in more pink into the layout. There are bits of pink in this collection, but I always like to add in like a color that I really like. So it's nice to have Bella Besties in your stash because you can pull in a color that you really like in the collection that might not be a whole, that there might not be a whole lot in the collection, just bits of it. So I pulled in the Bella Bestie paper to mat. So I'm going to trim down this arrow paper, and this one is in the Time to Travel collection. I have it trimmed down to 11 by 11, and then the Bella Besties is 11 1/4 by 11 1/4, and then of course I had to use this black and white stripe. It's my favorite paper in the whole collection as the 12 by 12 base. I just love it. It's striking and it just pops, and I just love the way that black and white looks with that pink. So that will be the base. I should have gutted this paper because it's my favorite paper ever, but whatever, I just used the whole piece. I know I have another couple pieces in my stash, so it's fine. And then of course my tape runner ran out, so I'm going to refill it real quick. But this is my favorite tape runner ever. I absolutely love it. And they no longer make them, but I had a whole bunch in my stash and I found them, so I'm going to get them used up because I absolutely love this tape runner, and they don't have it anymore. So I have these photos here lined up, and I'm just going to kind of arrange them in a different way. Here we go. That's how they're going to be, and I have them adhered down to the layout. And then I'm just going to start to embellish the layout. And I did kind of do a little I placed them, I turned the camera off and kind of placed them how I wanted them to go, took a picture, took them all off, and now I'm just going back in and putting them down instead of recording, because I'm so slow embellishing my layout. So I thought I would just kind of map out where I wanted everything to go, and then took a picture of it, moved it off of the layout, and then I'm going to start to put things back on. But of course I do go in and add a whole bunch more embellishments than what I originally had on. So I'm going to create some floral clusters. I do pull in some of the chipboard from the collection, and then I also pull in chipboard from, I think, Tiny Tots collection. I noticed that Tiny Tots collection had some really fun pink chipboard pieces, so I wanted to bring in more pink, so I'm going to pull in one of those. You'll see that here in just a little bit. So I'm going to create clusters down in the bottom, or the top left corner, and then down in the bottom right corner, and then up at the top right of the photo, between the two photos there at the right. But I do add different embellishments around the page. So at the bottom of the photo strips, you'll see embellishments, and then let's see where else, at the top of them as well, just creating a different clusters. But I really created larger clusters with the florals in 3 different areas of the layout. And you'll notice that there's like 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom, so it's kind of like a visual triangle for those embellishments, and then of course embellishments all over the page. But I did try to create 3 floral clusters around the page that were a little bit larger. So once I had like the base, just like a layer of embellishments down, I'm going to go in and add even more with puffy stickers. And I bring in some of the Bella Bestie trinkets. Oh, there was a little hand that popped in there. That was Liam. And he was asking where he was in the photo. He is in the photo. He was there the day of this road trip, but he is actually sitting behind me, and he was on his tablet. So I was just taking photos of Alyssa and I on the road trip. I kept trying to get her to smile and like give me a serious photo, like just smile real quick, but she kept messing around, and so I took a ton of photos. So I just went ahead and put them all on the layout, well, most of them on the page. So up here at the top, I have half of a tag top, and then another circular tag up here, and then I'm going to add a geotag, this one here, and then I'm actually going to place another geotag on top, but I'm going to use the puffy stickers to put over there. So there'll be 2 geotags layered on top of each other. One of them is a cardstock die cut, and the other one is that puffy, and I just love the layered look of that. So I'm gonna get that popped up on foam adhesive. And that pretty much finishes up the layout. It's super easy to put together. I love all the clusters of embellishments, and just going in, adding in some little final touches. This is from the Tiny Tots collection, I believe, as well. But I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys so you can check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you give this design a try. It's a great multi-photo layout, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys get some time to create, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.